the lady said, a young girl by then, she's now grown up. I said, God punish my mother. God punish you, my mother. God punish you, my mother. So she didn't even understand a proper use of English, the way she was using. So the people now laughed. The woman said, no, there's no joke today. Oh. Last week, my daughter was not here. You were serious. 2 weeks ago, my daughter was not here. You were serious. Today, you've seen my daughter. No laughing, please. Today, we must quarrel.
The woman did not understand.
The woman did not understand why. So God punish my mother. God punish my mother and you. God punish you and my mother. So the people did not want the girl to stop because they knew that God had helped them, that the girl herself came to also add up to insulting the mother on their behalf. So they enjoyed the quarrel. Well, what I mean in essence is, though that was humor in error, I deploy purposeful humor into what I do. My relationship with people, my communication across all platforms or forms of communication, whether it's with the microphone, might not be as phonetized as the likes of Valentine Service or others who may have had, accent is acquired.
I call it a gift.
Sometimes, depending on environment, so many factors can contribute to that. So that you cannot change remarkably except through deliberate effort. But beyond that,
but it forms part of our identity.
Beyond that, if it is creativity, if it is the use of words, I can write in such a way that you think my own alphabets are more than 26. I had a lecturer who said that exams he was going to give us, we will see is, we will see to, we will see from, and we will see with. But those words will never look like the ones we knew already. So I use my own words like is, from, to, as, not as any other person uses it.
But it would not be boring.
Nothing. If I write a sentence, you look for a paragraph. I write a paragraph, you look for a page. Because I know how to, I'm very rich in literature or literary devices. And I can bury them in one sentence, or in one paragraph, or in one page.
Is writing what you're passionate about?
I think we are really around said something about accent, which we said environment. I grew up in a family of books. My father was a teacher, and everything I saw in my house was books, Nigerian yearbook, magazines. I've read the Concord. I've read the Newswatch, till some of the editors from Newswatch, led by the likes of Nosa Ijebo, broke out and went and formed TEL. I also read it. So I can't tell you that I was born just shortly before 1984, when I started reading as early as 88, since 1988. So all the books, like Newswatch was born in 1985 by the likes of Dele Giwa, Dan Agbeze, Rekbo, and Mohammed. I have read all what they wrote since 1985 till when they eventually folded up and might be came back.
Everything.
And I still have them in my house till today, except that my children now have started destroying some. So there's no edition of Newswatch since that publication was launched as far back as 1985 with the first editorial or the editorial suite written by the late Dele Giwa, till the days when he died in 1986 and our brother Mr. Rekbo took over and all of that. To read Rekbo alone can make you a fantastic writer. let alone reading Repu, reading Dele Motunde, reading Dana Beze, reading all of them. They know the likes of Nosa Ijebo and all of that. So, and even the younger generation, the likes of our brother, again, here too, Mr. Nietusen and all of that. So, if I didn't even write well, it would be a disservice. I would not be doing good, or would not be doing the right thing to those men who have indirectly taught me. So I knew how to write, what to write before I even went to the university. And when I went there, I knew the direction I was going. And I paid special attention to literature because that is the hotbed of creativity as far as writing or communication as a whole is concerned. So that is where I take to, I maybe go a step higher than other writers and even other speakers too. I can hear you. So many people who handle microphones have listened to 1001 microphone maestros. But I can tell you, if I handle the microphone, I will approach from a different angle, depending on the event. So I have creativity at my fingertips and I deploy them. That is what stands me out. I'm also maybe a wordsmith, no, but I know words. I have registers and I know how to deploy. And that thing they used to teach, I was in secondary school. It's a language of medicine, a language of journalism, a language of geography, a language of this room, and all of that, or furniture and all of that.
Registers.
So, if I want to paint a picture using the language of farm or farming, you won't leave it. You will want to come and do a crow and cook them. So I think that's essentially what, and it drives everything I do. I can write an article on this, only this. I can write an article on only this spoon. Can write on this room. Can write on this television, using everything, and you won't even know where I'm going to. And that's also another skill. You can hardly predict me, except I want to be predicted. I can want to go to Mwaniba, but I start from Urumoko. I can want to go to Ika, but I start from Itumbonoso. Writing and take you around, create suspense, take you, just punish you like a coach would do with football. I do my own with pen, with weights. Another strength or source of my strength in writing is that I don't underrate anybody. I read what everybody writes, including children who cannot write well, because there's something I will pick there. I just read and laugh and throw it away, but unconsciously, when one day I will write an article, that thing will come to my mind. I travel, whether it's on air or on the road, I read everything. Anything written on any inscription on a board, billboard. I saw one, they say, money can buy you bed, but money cannot buy you sleep. I loved it. That day I was going to Lagos. And one day, in fact, I was going for an interview with Newswatch. And when we went there, they gave us an article an assignment to that. And I started with that. The person who was in charge then was Dana Beze. I was employed, but when eventually Imoh Ibrahim bought over the organization, so we were disengaged. They said they would pick again, but I didn't go back.
How was the article?
Okay.
Money can buy you bed, but cannot buy you sleep.
Yes, that was my.
Do you have a collection of those things you've written somewhere?
Yes, recently I published the political aspects of my articles, the ones I did on the governor.
Okay.
On the current governor.
Okay.
I've been writing since I was born. I just selected a few. I have a copy. I call it the mandate. I've published it recently too. I have. Especially this age, that this computer age, you can hardly throw away anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. right? Even while I was doing my internship with the Pioneer, our state-based newspaper here, I had enough article to publish a book.
How are you coping with the new trend in the way people consume content? It feels like video content a lot more than written content.
Yes, that is because the attention span is short.
It's short.
And it also is more strenuous to read than to watch. I think the energy deployed, so people naturally, so many things are competing for attention. So nobody has all the time to begin to. So that is why if you must write, it's better you don't write than to write a shabby thing. Yeah, you have to write something that hooks the reader, so that they will just struggle with it. No way, they cannot live till they finish it. So if you just go and write Okoni is a boy, they will just say, okay, greet him for me. But if you write that is Okoni a boy, and they'll say, why can't Okon be boy? They now want to see why, what is the logic behind it. Before they know it, you take them to somewhere. So you maybe use suspense or captivating headline to drag their attention. And I also smell news anywhere I go to. As when this, the current Senate president, when he became the governor of this state, there was a little, in quote, controversy surrounding his membership or his being a lawyer. And I am a member of the Presbyterian Church. I worshipped at, by then, at Wellington Basio. I attended a church, and eventually the man was there. I went there as a church member. I didn't go there as a journalist. But I listened to the then NBA chairman, I can't recall his name well, but Kanem was the son, who said, Your Excellency, I want to confirm today that you are our member. And I can tell you that not many people saw that was news. Why was it news? Because by then there was a controversy that the man was not called to bar.
Yeah.
So the following day, by then I was still doing IT with the Pioneer. I went and I wrote that at home and took it to the office on Monday. You can be shocked that the next day, that became the headline of Pioneer newspaper.
So you do have nose for news?
Anywhere I enter. Even as a year one student in the university, we attended a reception, what they call Freshers' Night. And I just saw some things quite interesting. I saw that the children felt free. There's children that ordinarily here we call them ajebota, people who were before now being caged by their parents. They just let loose by coming to the university. So I wrote an article. We were just taught 2 days news writing in year one. So I wrote an article based on what I observed there and submitted to my lecturer then. His name is Professor Bata. He took us news writing, by then it was Dr. Bata. So the man read the thing and did not return the script to me. That semester, the exams came in that course, and that was the compulsory question.
Oh my goodness.
For my set. I saw it and I wept. I said, I wish I told my classmates this, but I didn't tell them. The man, that thing became our compulsory question. He said 40 marks.
You aced it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did well by then. It's now that I don't know book again. So my point is, even where I am now, there's something I can do here and you'll be very shocked.